Morning, guys. Today we are talking about modeling decimals to the thousandths. So if we were starting off the day and I asked you to write the number that represents the model and then say the number out loud, and this is what I gave you, what would our number look like? Now, when you were learning how to use base 10 blocks, which is what you're seeing on the screen in second, third, and fourth grade, you knew that the light blue ones would be 100, the pink ones were 10, and the yellow ones were ones. However, now that you're in fifth grade, the numbers change a little bit. We say that this number here represents our wholes. These represent our tenths. And these over here represent our hundredths. So if I were to write this number out loud, or write this number out, it would be 1 and 82 hundredths. Remember that there would be a decimal here, and that is the word and. So what happens when I say to draw a model for the number 1 and 825 thousandths? We see that the number that we're starting with is the same one that we had for our problem of the day. But now we're adding an additional number at the end. So what is that new place value called? Well, let's look at the relationship between each place value to see if we can figure out what the new place value is. We have our ones. And every time that we reduce our number from ones to tenths to hundredths to this new place value, we are dividing by 10. So one is divided by 10, it's 1/10. And then a tenth divided by 10 is 100th. So what happens when we split our hundredths divided by 10 again? It gives us our thousandths. So underneath each of our decimal value places, I've also written in, so we have our value place, we have what it looks like in a fraction, and then what it looks like in a decimal form. Please take a look at this. So when we look at our hundredths, we can see that this is what the fraction looks like for 1/100th. And then we have our decimal places of 0.01. And the same thing happens with our thousandths. Is our model gets fatter or shorter. And then we have our fraction and our decimal. So let's go back and look at our original problem. It's asking you to draw a model for the number 1 and 825 thousandths. So what we would do is we would draw our whole. We would have our sticks for our tenths, our individual squares for our hundredths, and our fat squatty blocks for our thousandths. So our number would look like this on your screen. We read it as 1 whole and 825 thousandths, or 1 and 825 thousandths. And just as a reminder, what is the place value of the 1 is our ones. What is the place value of our eighths is our tenths. Our place value of our 2 is 100th. And our place value of a 5 is 1,000th. Now, if I asked you what the value of each of these is, you would say it's 8/10ths, 2/100ths, 5/1000ths. But if I'm asking you for the place value, It's just what position they hold in the number. We have our wholes, our tenths, our hundredths, and our thousandths. Your assignment for today is pages 34, 35, and 36 in the packet. It's all, again, reviewing on modeling decimal numbers up to the thousandths. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about the math portion of your assignment today, please comment below this video and I will help you as soon as I can. Have a great day, guys.